हेलो एन्ड नमस्ते सबैजनालाई नेपाली कोड ल्याब्समा आज चाहिँ म मेरो मोक इन्टरभ्यूको एउटा अडियो क्लिप्स प्रेजेन्ट गर्दैछु। यसमा चाहिँ म र सुप्रिया मिलेर एउटा मोक इन्टरभ्यूको प्याटर्नमा हामीले इन्टरभ्यू लिएका छौँ र अब विदाउट एनी डिले लेट्स डाइरेक्टली गो इन्टु इन्टरभ्यू प्रोसेस। हाई सुप्रिया,
Hey,
आर एबल टु हियर मी?
yeah, can you hear me?
या
Dipen. Okay, hi Dipen Lama. Good to meet you. Is this still a good time for you to have a coding interview?
यस या आम अल सेट एन्ड रेडी।
Feel free to keep the video on.
Sure.
And as you may know, like this is a 45-minute coding interview. We will be going over like 1 or 2 questions during our time. I'll make sure to reserve like 5 minutes at the end of the interview for you to ask any questions you may have. Have you received the coder pad
Link?
email? Yeah.
Yes, I have opened it. The link is on my machine. Yeah.
Okay, so you can see me typing?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Sounds good. Cool. So this is how it works. Like I'm going to paste a question on the coder pad and I want you to come up with a working solution for it. You could use any language you're comfortable with. I see that you've selected Java. You could use that. And if you don't remember an API or if you have any doubt, like let me know. We could sort that out by working together. Yeah, again, so I just want you to like come up with a working solution first. We can always go ahead and like optimize and improvise it later. Just for the time constraint, I want you to come up with a working solution first. Any questions you have like before we proceed?
Yeah, I think I got your point and I'm clear on it.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. So, all right then. Like, I'm going to paste a question right now. Take your time to read it. Let me know if something is unclear, or else you could feel free to start coding.
Sure.
I'm actually going to paste it in the beginning so that you know.
Okay. So, I got your question. Okay, going through it. So given an array of integer greater than 0 means all the values will be greater than 0 in that array, right? And find if there is any way to split the array into 2 without reordering an element such that the number before the split add up to the number after the split. If so, print 2 resulting arrays. Okay, so as per my understanding, there will be one input for us, and input will be kind of, let's say 3 4 5, any integer, right? It can have any integer like that. And what I have to do is, without any reordering or shuffling of the element, I have to split element in such a way that the resulting, like the two halves of the array should have same sum.
Yes.
Okay, so for that, let's say let me think about it. Okay, the approach I'm gonna take, let me add few more elements so that it will be
sure.
Will be 6, right? 15. If I split from here, right, it will be, let's say 15, and the previous parts would be 15, 10 1 3. Let me add 2 so that I have that result to think around. Okay,
if you want, I can actually give you like examples. Yeah.
Okay, got your point. Yeah, thank you for that. Put should be 5. Okay, got your point. Yeah, so initially I'm kind of thinking how can I split it, right? So and since we it won't maintain any order, so I'm thinking what can I do from here. Okay. Okay, what I am thinking currently is using a 2 pointer. Okay, before going through the code, let's say this will be the left pointer, right? And this another side will be my right pointer. And what I will do is try to compare these two values. If one of the value is greater than whatever value I have, let's say the right is currently 9, right? And till it is less like equal to or greater than this sum, what I am thinking is I keep going forward, moving my left pointer forward, forward, and keep adding the sum. Let's say once I am kind of equal or greater than the thing, then I will kind of decide that will be the point where I will be breaking the array. So that's the approach I'm thinking to take. So am I clear on your side, like, right, in my explanation?
Yeah, I think that sounds good. So to be clear, like you're taking two pointer approach, and you'll go from like two sides. Like you'll have the sum calculated from both the ends, and you'll move your pointers based on whichever side is lower. And then at a particular point where the sum is either equal or like one sum is greater than the other, that's where you break out like from the loop, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
kind of thinking in that way for now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
And the result should be the midpoint, right? Where I will be breaking it. Sorry, before I go into the code print I have to print both of the resulting arrays separately. Okay.
Yes. So it's not the index. You have to print out the array. If you can actually split the array. Otherwise, you have to just say that you cannot split the array.
Okay, got your point.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
So since we need to print it, I'll make the function void for now, right? And and the input will be integer array. And before going there, right, will there be any chance of like the input being null, or will there be always some element over there in our array, or do I need to like don't care of it for now and just go and write whatever solution I described for you?
I think right now we can think about like it's a non-empty array. There will always be some element in the array. If you still have time, we can like choose a non-empty case later. I mean, empty case later.
Got it. Left will be our 0 point, right, and right will be the length. And so my thought is, let's say if I go till here and it will move till here. If it is equal, that's the breakpoint. If it is greater, then I have to move the right pointer. Okay. Yep. So while left is less than right, because this will be the index, right? I can go with the index. Let me think about it. Should I go with index or the sum? Let's say in this situation I go by this sum. Okay, I have to go with sum also. And let's see if it crosses, then okay. Yeah, I think I will be checking out the sum instead of the index. So let me do the int left sum. To what I will do is my left sum will be always the left of the array. Okay, left index of the array, starting point. So this will be the thing. So if my left sum is less than my sum, okay, let me check one more time. Okay, what I am doing here is sum. Because I'm a little bit confused what to take, either take sum or index. That's only the point I'm thinking, right? So let's say, just give me a second. Okay. If I add these two and 9 is here, if 9 is here, then my right pointer will move. It will be 14. If it comes over, it will never be 14. And if there is no way to do that, then okay. Okay, for now I'll take the index itself, not the sum, because I think like I can manipulate the logical checks regarding the sum down below, right? So for now I'll go with this, right? And so now if my left sum is less than my right sum, that's when I'll be moving forward, right? So my left sum is less than my right sum. Okay, and ft plus plus my left sum is less than right sum, and and left is not equals to 0, So first, since I have already considered this 0, I will not take that thing into my sum, right? If not, then what I have to do is add the whatever value I get from left. So that's the case. So yeah, and else if let's see if my sum is less than left. Yes, sum, right. So here what I will do is, and not equal to my -1. For now I'm just not considering the first initial thing, so that I don't add up. Right, minus and right. So one scenario is if left is less than that, I will keep adding. If else, if it right sum is less than left sum, right, I will keep going. Else it will be equal, right? Since it will be equal, that's the point when I have to do a printing, right? Let's just, I will create a one helper method and print the print array. Now what I have not considered here is adding those value into my result array, right? So what I will be doing is defining 2 empty arrays just to hold my result. Okay. So okay, and so for now, since we don't know what will be the final length of the result, what I will do is keep the initial length of maintain that initial array size for now. And similarly for the right array. So here now what I need to do is, before even moving my pointer, add those left and right. Give me a second. Okay, here I can use the left index, but on the other side I cannot use the left index, but what I can do is save those value from the last, right? For now, before, while printing it, I can manage that. So that's the thing I'm taking for now still. Okay.
Okay.
So okay. So first of all, what I'll just run through my current implementation, what I have done, right? Okay, so for now what the code will do is, till the left is less than right, it will keep going, and adding that left sum and right sum, and till both of them are greater than each other, it will keep moving the pointer and adding the result in the array list, array, and then let's say in case if like none of the above scenario is met, that means it will be obviously we will have some equal result, right? But let's say at the end we cross that left and right pointer, right? And even we did not got that array, then we will be printing some printing that we cannot print our result, or for like in here, okay, down below here, printing if the result. So that will be my thing, okay? So let me write this print result array and so the print should be happening in this format, or do I need to make a format, or just do anything?
No, I think we can actually just keep it like we can assume that it's gonna print the way we want it to print. Anyways, you've given the array and the print result, so that should be fine. Cool. It looks good, but I think the only thing is it should return true or false. Like I think that's the only thing it's missing. So when it is like when there is no, it cannot split, then it can just return false.
Okay. Then okay, got your point. False, right? And once I'm here and print the result, then return true. And let me complete this functionality just for it will be taking integer array. So do you want me to write that printing statement?
No. I think this is fine. We can assume that like that's good enough for me. Yeah, it looks like it's like when you were going through the code, I could see that it's gonna work. Like it'll work. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, we are I think right on time. Like as I mentioned, like there will be another question. So I will just paste another question in the lower end of the interview section.
Okay.
So take your time and then ask me if you have any question.
Okay. Yeah. So you will be supplied with 2 data files in CSV format. The first file contains statistics about various dinosaurs. The second file contains additional data given the following formula: speed, stride length, leg length -1 into square leg length into gravity. With the GS, write a program to read the data file from the disk. It must then print the name of only the bipedal dinosaurs from fastest to slowest. Do not print any other information. So I think let me let's not talk about this formula since it's already given, right?
Yeah.
My understanding is like we have 2 data set and what I need to do is read through that first CSV file and also second CSV file, apply this formula, and then print only the I am not getting the whichever dinosaurs has this type or whatever we call instance is called bipedal. I have to print that. I have to skip rest of them, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I have to sort it on the basis of fastest to slowest.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
So from my first initial thought is, since we have to just process bipedal dinosaurs, right? What I will be doing is maintaining a hash map where, let's say, if the type or instance or its instance of the second data set is bipedal, then only I'll keep adding those dinosaurs in the list, right?
Okay.
Because basically hash map will be key will be this instance, right? Whatever instance we have, this will be my key. Okay.
Yeah.
Just keep writing, and value will be list of dinosaurs that I want to process. Okay. And speed, I am like little bit missing this piece. Okay, just I want to know. Okay, this is the speed. And once I do that, okay, once I maintain this list, what I will do is go through my list of dinosaurs, right? And using the information, what I will be doing is calculating these. Okay. And and maybe after that, after the calculation, I will save the speed for them and try to sort it, or I'll go through this in the second phase. Okay, so are you getting my point? Like, first I will be maintaining a map and listing out all the bipedal thing, and then secondly process the speed, calculate the speed and do sorting in the second phase. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And what we need to return, read the data. Do not print any other information. Okay, do not print any other information. So we have to print it over here and sorted. Let me name this like that. Okay. And can I make this as a list of these values, whatever value I am considering, or do I need, like, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, do I need to write a code to read this CSV file, or I can assume like it will be a list of the properties that I want to process?
Yeah, actually you can assume that there is a reader to read this file. And when you read like each file, you will get maybe list of the things that are in the file. So let's assume that when you read, you'll get so example, right? So if you use your read function on the dataset1.csv file, you'll get a list with these three things, probably like list of list kind of a thing.
Okay.
But you have to process it once you have that read done.
Okay, got your point. Let me assume this. Okay, then for now I haven't decided any data type, but let me do it dataset one. For initial CSV file, I'll say dataset one, and there is some helper method that will do read read CSV, or transform CSV, let's say, because I want to transform it to list. So okay. Here I will give a string or string CSV1. I will assume it's a CSV file name. Okay. Or file path. String.
Okay.
2, and I will go CSV1. Okay. Name, leg length, and date. Name, stride length, and instance. So what I will declare first value, I'll create a class for it. Okay, just to classify it, and so we can manipulate it in object oriented way. So class. So I'll just call it Dino class. Okay, and it will have a string name, and second will be the leg length. So since it is in decimal format, I will go with the double or float, or what, because since it's a small size, I'll go with float.
Yeah.
And first list will be returning me Dino, right? And second, what I'll do is name it Dino strength for now, because it seems like a strength or something kind of property. So string name, and what is that second is stride length. Yes, stride length, and last one is stance. Okay, so now once I receive these two lists, right, what my first thought is creating a hash map just to and filter this first like second list. Okay, and so I'll be defining a map of, or can I use a built-in Java function? Then I can use a stream to filter these. Okay,
yeah, sure,
if you don't mind, if I can do that. So what I will be doing is stream filter, right, and let me do in this format so that it will be much more easier to read for me. Stream filter, and it will give me that individual item. Okay, here let me so it will give me that individual Dino thing, right? Once I do the filter, and what I can do is Dino .eq equals bipedal dot correct. So once I do that, what I will be receiving is a list of filtered list where I will be only having these 4 values. Okay. So, okay, I will name it filter ds2. So now once I only have these, now what I need to do is okay, now I have to get these things, right, these things also. So let me so for that, what I'm thinking is so what I'm thinking is I should have maintained a map of it. It would be much more easier to get it right. Initially creating it would be kind of O of n for me, because I have to go through each of them and do a thing. So yeah, I'm thinking in that way also. So utilize instead of maintaining a list of these, why not maintain the map of these, right? And key and value will be the thing. Okay, so let me or let me write one more method just to make it more easier. I will say string, and later on I will remove this. Okay.
Okay.
Map of before I do that, I just want to see do we have duplicates, and the question doesn't say we don't have any like we will be having duplicates, so can I assume that we won't be having duplicates?
Yeah, you can assume there is no duplicate.
Okay. So what I will do is I'll just call it ds1 map, right? And map, and for now what I will do is for each item in this list I will add it in a map for now. Okay, just for now, and later on we can assume that it can be moved out in some helper method, but for now what I'll do is for it's a Dino. Okay, so this will help me because after this phase, right, this will help me to easily phase that element. So that's why I'm thinking in this way instead of doing that thing. So once I have a map of Dino mapped and that filter list, right, what I can do now is for each again I will have to go with the remaining filtered thing, right?
Yeah.
For each for each that one, what I will be doing is if I okay, for each now what I have to do is ds1 map dot get ds. Okay, and I will all right, say I can name it Dino because now, so if the like whatever item we have in this list and we try to get it from the map, if it is available, right, if it is not null not null equals to Dino, then what I will do is apply that formula. Can I copy this formula down?
Yeah, sure. So you can actually use a method called like calculate speed or calc speed or something like that, and just specify, I think, stride length, and the one more thing is like length at the things that needs to be like passed, right? So just assume that there is a function to calculate the speed.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Speed, and what I have to do is now the formula requires two things. One is stride length, leg length. Okay, so I will be passing so Dino has leg length and ds will be having my stride length. And since this gravity will be constant, right, so I'll be defining constant for this one, so
yeah,
maybe add it over here just for reference purpose. Okay, I am just inside my whole class, wherever I will be doing it, I'll mark it as a constant string. String. So yeah, so that it will be used inside this method to calculate the thing, right, and the result will be the calculated speed.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So once I get the speed, let me see. Write a program, read the data. It must print the name of only the bipedal dinosaurs from fastest to slowest. Do not print anything. Okay, so since we have to do that sorting, right, I have to preserve this in some of the data store. For now, what I
Yep.
will be doing is defining a priority queue. Okay, so that it and pass my custom comparator, and yeah, it will maintain my sorting thing while inserting it. So I will choose that.
Yep. Sounds good.
Queue of type. Okay, wait, give me a second. Okay, now I have to print only the write program read and then print names of only bipedal dinosaur vector. Okay, since I have to just print the name of it, and I will also define one more object just to maintain that result
Yeah.
into my priority queue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was also thinking. That would be better, like easier and faster, right?
Yep. So and okay, so this will be of new queue, right? And in constructor we have to pass and comparator, because by default it will be ascending order, but we want our result in descending order. So so the comparator will take 2 of the input, right? So what I will be doing is d2 minus d1. So this will always give this will be the bigger thing, right? So it will be coming up in my priority queue, and once I do that, what I will be doing is result.add new. I will consider like we have that default that override constructor for now. But you know, result equals to name will be name and the calculated speed. Okay. So this priority queue will be maintaining things for us for now. Okay. And the only thing now we have to do is write a print method. Yeah. Print.
Yeah, we can just assume that print with the queue or whatever is like prints the thing the way we wanted.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. I think sounds good. Seems like it works. Yeah, I had only a couple of questions about the complexity and how would you go about, like, if the CSV files are like too big that doesn't fit in the memory, then how would you go about it?
Okay, so for runtime, right? First you asked for runtime, right? What is the complexity of this application, like the program? So first of all, considering this method, right? Considering this, like the transform CSV method, what it has to do is first go through that each individual entry in our CSV file to make an entry in our deno list and deno like in similarly the second file also. So with these two method I will call, let's say if we consider the first method as a size as n, right? So it will be having a big O of n just to read the data and add it in the list. Okay. And similarly if we consider the second as m, that will be the runtime for these two steps, because we have to go through that individual item and add it in the list. Okay. And here again I will say it's ds1. Since it's ds1, to create that hash map it will take big O of n, similar as before, right? In filtering, in worst case, if like everything is of bipedal type, the maximum runtime it will be having is big O of em, same as this one, right? And for this method what I will say is whatever since we have already stored this result in map, so reading the value for that particular thing is big O of 1, so not much impact on our runtime, right? It will be a constant time. And for going through each individual filter list, right now, considering worst case, let's say if it has all the element, like all the element are bipedal, it will be big O of m. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. That sounds good.
And
thank you.
र यो मोक इन्टरभ्यूको सेसन आजलाई यति नै। यदि तपाईहरुलाई भिडियो मन पर्यो भने च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला, भिडियोलाई लाइक गरिदिनु होला, र यदि तपाईहरुलाई यस बारेमा केही कमेन्ट छ र केही भन्नु छ भने कमेन्ट सेक्सनमा कमेन्ट गर्नु होला।